much.
Mr. President, I want you to know sometimes when I watch you striding across the White House lawn so confidently, with so much masculinity, I'll admit it, I get sexually aroused. Thank you for breathing life back into my once slumbering penis.
That was very well stated, listen.
Kimmel and Alec Baldwin are dismantling Donald Trump with ease because the president supplies endless material all by himself. Every appearance becomes either a late-night sketch or a blooper reel that never ends. Kimmel barely needs writers. Baldwin doesn't need to invent anything new. Trump provides the comedy daily. From podiums to photo ops, he's turned governance into slapstick, a performance so exaggerated that even the Marx Brothers would have dismissed it as too far-fetched to be believable.
He just keeps going. Every day, it's something crazier than the next. I made a list. This is all in the last 2 months. I made a quick list. I will run through it. He paved over the Rose Garden. He's building a golden ballroom at the White House. He's planning a UFC fight at the White House. He cut off Kamala Harris's Secret Service protection. He named himself host of the Kennedy Center honors. He went to Alaska to bend over for Putin. He sent military tanks into Washington, D.C. He said the Smithsonian focuses too much on how bad slavery was. He called India and Norway to tell them to nominate him for a Nobel Prize. And he cut off funding for pediatric brain cancer research for children. You would think a person who himself has the brain of a child would be in favor of funding pediatric brain cancer research. But I guess not.
It's almost unfair the way comedy aligns itself with Trump's presidency. Other presidents required sharp satire, clever parody, maybe even research to find the right angle. With Trump, it's like someone left the script of a parody movie on the Resolute desk and he decided to just run with it. Baldwin isn't to exaggerate. It's to point at reality and make sure people realize it's not a deepfake.
I have a fantastic relationship with Mexico, okay? I have personally met with the Mexican president. I forget his name. I think it was something like Mr. Guacamole. I'm sorry, excuse me, Senor Guacamole. I also met his beautiful wife, Taquito, and their twin children, Chips and Salsa.
Trump is even contradicting his own White House now.
There's a video that is circulating online now of the White House where a window is open to the residence upstairs and somebody is throwing a big bag out the window. Have you seen this?
No, that's probably AI generated. Where was the window? Let me see. Yeah, those windows are sealed. Those windows are they're all sealed. You can't open them. One of the problems we have with AI, it's both good and bad. If something happens really bad, just blame AI.
Over the summer, it was just a nonstop crap factory.
So we'll be dropping drug prices. It'll start over the next 2 to 3 months by 1,200, 1,300, and even 1,400%, and 500.
I'm going to send letters. That's the end of the trade deal. I could send one to Japan. Dear Mr. Japan.
They went skedaddle. You know the word skedaddle? It means skedaddle.
Insane asylum, that's a mental institution on steroids. Transgender for everybody transgender. And you know, he has these think tanks and they build buildings for people that think. So we're taking a look and it looks like it's about 3.1 billion. It went up a little bit or a lot. So the 2.7 is now 3.1. The Cleveland Indians, and what do? They changed the name from Indians. What's wrong with the word Indian? You know who is upset about it? The Indians are upset about it. If you own a house that's inside of a windmill, your house is worth less than half. I want to thank Tim Cook. He's a great man, a visionary, a businessman, just about every quality he can have other than athleticism.
Caroline Levitt.
She's become a star. It's that face, it's that brain, it's those lips, the way they move. Yes, I think you love your child. This one loves Barron. Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this. The scandal you should be talking about is the auto pen. The witch hunt that you should be talking about is they caught President Obama absolutely cold. Bill Clinton was on his plane and went to the island supposedly 28 times. I don't want to bring that up. DC is a hellhole. Baltimore is a hellhole.
They don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
President Putin, will you stop killing civilians?
You're just thank everybody, and in particular, God.
And also, he has mysterious bruising on his hand, which they tried to cover up with makeup. And this cover-up's even sloppier than the Epstein one. This is, how could anyone let him go out like this? I mean, like he was spackled.
Take Trump's obsession with appearances. A normal leader worries about policy, strategy, maybe diplomacy. Trump, he's laser focused on crowd sizes, applause volume, and whether the lighting makes him look presidential. Kimmel skewers that insecurity by treating it as what it is: high school student body president energy, except this student body controls nuclear codes. Baldwin exaggerates it further by showing a Trump who treats state dinners like casting calls for reality TV extras. It's funny because it's tragic, and tragic because it's true.
This morning, Trump warmed up for his date with the British press by yelling at a reporter from Australia who dared to ask about the billions of dollars he's been raking in since the election.
President Trump that a president in office should be engaged in so much business activity.
Well, I'm really not. My kids are running the business. I'm here. You know what the activity, where are you from?
I'm from the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, Four Corners program.
Well, the Australians, you're hurting Australia, right? In my opinion, you are hurting Australia very much right now. And they want to get along with me. You know, your leader is coming over to see me very soon. I'm going to tell him about you. You set a very bad tone. Go ahead, John.
What a little
Baldwin plays it as if Trump believes foreign policy is a game show where contestants win prizes for simply standing next to him. The roast becomes less about exaggeration and more about replaying reality with the laugh track it deserves. The economic boasts don't escape either. Trump stands on podiums crowing about victories, even when the numbers wobble like a Jenga tower missing half its blocks. Kimmel delights in the irony of a man taking credit for good fortune while blaming everyone else for bad turns. Baldwin doubles the absurdity, channeling a Trump who treats graphs like abstract art, beautiful when they go up, fake news when they go down. Then there's Trump's endless need for loyalty. A healthy administration welcomes debate, diverse opinions, the clash of ideas. The punchline is that the stage isn't New York, it's the White House. Kimmel also hammers home the exhausting pace of Trump scandals. No sooner does one headline fade than another erupts. It's like watching someone juggle chainsaws while balancing on a unicycle over a pit of gasoline. Baldwin thrives here, embodying a president who treats crisis management like improv comedy, each move more bizarre than the last. The chaos becomes the act, and the act becomes his legacy.
And Juan is on the line.
I was expecting this phone call. Sure, she wants to tell me what a great job I'm doing. Yes, Mayor, you wanted to talk to me?
Kimmel unpacks how every late-night rant reveals not just insecurity, but astonishing recklessness. Baldwin thrives in parodying a president glued to his phone, thumbs blazing like a teenager arguing in a group chat. The punchline writes itself: a man with the nuclear codes can't resist subtweeting celebrities at 3 a.m. For comedians, that gap between fantasy and reality is gold. For the country, it's the reminder that empty castles can't shelter anyone, no matter how loudly they're advertised. In the end, the roast isn't cruel. It's accurate.